Welcome to Vintage Coin-Op Restorations and our latest project. What you see here is a Williams 1956 crane. It's not sitting on its original legs, which are like a angled wood bracket that brings it up to another, let's say, 2 feet off the floor here. But we just want to give you a quick walk around this really neat machine. The year is 1956. Williams came out with two machines very similar. The first one calling actually Sidewalk Engineer is the name of that machine, and it's a large cabinet, approximately maybe 2 by 4. And what you're doing is you're pushing gravel left to right in a contained cabinet. Well, it was a really cool machine, and William decided to bring it up a little bit more challenging, and did this machine also in 1956. And with this machine, the challenge is to become a expert crane operator. And you see right where it says game over, on the right of that would be a sign that if you earned it, it would say expert crane operator. And the object of the machine is, of course, we have someone fill this up with lima beans, but it should be lentil beans. And what you're doing is you are operating the crane left to right, up and down to fill this hopper. The hopper is connected in the back. Take a quick walk around back here to a chain, and not only is it hooked up to a chain, it's got a little bit of weight here. And what you're trying to do is get this weight inside that hopper, and as the chain comes down, it will set off a switch here that would light up this little red light where you would say expert crane operator. Back of the machine is pretty corroded. Common for this machine, you have fresh lima beans that are put in there. Though they're dry, they still hold moisture, and we see this machine really corroded over time. And not only do we see it corroded, we find a lot of animal droppings in here, because if they were left in a barn or storage unit, they get loaded with animals. So you can see at places where an animal would kind of jump on top, you find them urinating on it and just corroding the metal. And that's kind of an example of it. I can tell you that most likely that's what all this is from, on these flat spots. The cabinet itself is all original here, though there's a lot of warping. The paint is flaking off. You got some plywood cracking here, and we are going to go over all that and address it and completely restore this machine to new-like condition. However, the crane inside here is a different situation. We are going to do a little touch-up on it, maybe clean up that black, maybe spray that black. But the orange, we're just going to do a little touch-up on this. This actual unit, crane, is a actual model toy that many toy collectors would love to get their hands on. This machine, and inside here, seeing that it's been taken care of for many years inside this glass box. There's times that I find this machine without the crane, and that basically means somebody, a toy collector, most likely has gotten into it, and that's pretty common for this machine. Well, your controls are, there's 4 of them. They're 4 push buttons, left and right, and operate the bucket. In the same year, Chicago Coin made a game called Steam Shovel. Basically the same game, a very similar backdrop. I believe it's the same actual toy crane, that is, but instead of a push button, there's levers. So you will see that on the deck of a Chicago Coin crane. You do have some graphics here, top and bottom, that we are going to have reproduced. So if you need them, give us a call. Most of these are all flaking anyways, but it is something that we have to take care of. You have original coin mech in here, dimes. And let's take a look inside here. You got your mechanism. Mechanism seems fairly clean. Somebody did take some care to it, or at least got it running and did a little detail work. But there you go again with all the corrosion. And if you look really close, you could see that there are quite a few animal droppings, and sometimes they just fill it up with nuts and other kind of items that mice and other animals like to bring in. Here you got a coin box, not original, but it's something which we will be replacing. Coin mechanism, like I said, is original. All the wiring seems to be all there. Nothing has been replaced, but there's some fraying wires that we see that we will be addressing. So let's kind of key this machine up. Basically, when you put your coin in there, you're gonna pull that, and you can see the hopper right now. It's completely open, and there it just closed. Now the machine is on a timer. The timer, I forget how much time you actually have, but it's a timed operation, and like I said, left and right, we're going to press the buttons. And by doing that, I'm controlling the crane. As you bring it over on top of the hopper there, you have your lift and lower. Everybody calls me for this problem. Why doesn't my crane open up? Well, here's your problem. If you look very close, there's a lot of machines that don't even have that little pin. I've made the pin many times. Most of the time the pin is just worn out. But the pin, at the end of the pin, should also have a little angle on there that allows as you pull up a little higher, it allows the crane teeth to open up. So that is basically your problem. And also those magnets, the top magnet should be affixed to the bottom of that chain. And even though it looks like it is, I don't think it is right now. So I could bring it down. Well, maybe it is. There we go. Right, see that bottom magnet should be sitting on that, and the other one, it is affixed to the top. But the problem is the little angle bracket is missing, or it's been just broken off. Inside, the cabinet looks pretty nice. Usually it's completely corroded, but it's in very nice shape. And there you have, on top of your little bottom of your hopper, you have all that corrosion and stuff from the lima beans, which we will be addressing also. Well, stay tuned. If you're interested in Williams Crane, we do have several others in the warehouse. If you look back in our videos, we've done 3 or 4 of them in the past. This one is our latest project. If you're interested in purchasing one of these, you can reach us at 630-624-7466. Again, we are in Chicago, Illinois, and thanks for watching.